Hello, hello. What's up, y'all? LL here. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword there. And I hope y'all are doing good. Hope your day is going well. Yes, let's get into a new game. Let's see. Get my screens all in order. There we go. Alright. Shall we begin? Let's do it. Believe it or not, I like this game. I know most people seem to rag on this game, but you get to watch someone who actually enjoys this game play it. So, sit back and enjoy. Oh, it's the Avocado of Doom. Cat Rice is eyeballing me. Come through with us? Oh, he's crushing. He's a big cat. Come on, man. If we get him on screen. Zelda. I don't know if this is a lap cat conducive game, but we'll try.
Rise, LL. Linko, the time has come for you to awaken. You're fated to have a hand in a great destiny. It will soon find you. The time has come for you to awaken. Well.
Yeah, I got the official Zelda Wiimote. Ew, slimy. A slimy letter. Do our Zelda male voice. Hey, sleepyhead. I know how much you like to sleep in, so I'm guessing this letter will be your alarm clock this morning. Did I guess right? Rise and shine, LL. Today is the wing ceremony. Promise to meet me before it starts, remember? Better not keep me waiting, Zelda. See? Knights Academy. So LL is a guy who does pet portraits, pet statues. Only the coolest of heroes makes pet portraits. $5. let's get into this. Get used to these controls.
Yeah.
Morning, LL. So today's the wing ceremony. Are you ready? All I'm saying is everyone else is out practicing at the plaza, but you seem pretty relaxed about the whole thing. Of course, that Crimson Loft wing of yours is something special. I feel pretty confident riding him too. My bird won the last ceremony, but even I don't think I could beat that red terror of yours. Of course, a bird's true speed in a race always comes down to the skill of the rider. I'm something of a bird researcher around here, so you know, if you ever find yourself in need of some bird expertise, come see old Pippet. Thank you, man.
Hey.
Hello. If you're heading over the plaza, the quickest way is out the door on the ground floor. The exit on the top floor is still locked, so you obviously can't get out there. Taking the lunch lady so long. I'm gonna have a word with her later. Okay. Invisible wall. Morning, LL. Today's the big wing ceremony, right? I wanted to fly too, but I didn't make the cut. I'm stuck back here at the academy. Plus I gotta move these barrels over the kitchen. I was hoping to at least be able to cheer you on, LL, but I guess it's the way it goes. Go out there and wow them, buddy. Oh, thanks. I didn't think you had time to help me out. Really? Thanks. Okay, so... You need to carry one of these barrels over to the old lady who works in the kitchen. Alright, you already picked it up. If you hold the Wiimote up and swing it, you can throw it wherever you're carrying. You can roll small items like pots by holding the Wii remote down and swinging it. On a Wiimote, not a Wii remote. We'll get in huge trouble if any of these barrels break, so don't even think about doing that. Alright, up menu on 2. Let's do it. Alright, stamina melon. A little rest. I'll lose an eighth just by picking it up. Oh, what's all this? I thought I told Fledge to carry that. Ah, probably for the best. That skinny boy would probably have gotten flattened. Say, don't you have some important ceremony or of some such today? Huh. Well, thanks for the help. Thanks for the non-rupee reward with my $5. Thanks, that was a huge help. There's not much, but here's half of the pay that the old lady offered me to do that. Oh, $20. Spoke too soon. I have to hang back and watch the academy today. Good luck with the ceremony. Nice. $25. Ah, it's been too long. Good to be back at Skyloft. This is the main hub of the game. I'll be spending a lot of time here, so get used to this theme song. Okay.
Hey!
Hey, hello, up here.
Yo!
Warning to you, LL. Today's finally the day of the long-awaited wing ceremony. Are you feeling ready? Ah, I just remembered there's something I'd like to ask you about. Look this way while pressing the Z. And pressing A to have a quick chat with me. We are chatting.
Ooh.
Excellent. Always remember you can always press Z to target something. Yep. Pressing Z is a convenient way to quickly face your view forward. Join me up here, will you? You'd be able to climb up if you dash up to the top of that wooden box, don't you think? Try climbing up here. Alright. Let me reset myself. There we go. Oh, not you. What do you think? Using A to dash is useful, isn't it? Don't dash around so much that you tire yourself out. Yep. Let's take a little break when your stamina gauge gets close to empty. You can jump a short distance like this by moving forward. Auto jump. Ah, yes, the auto jump. It just has such a nice ring to it. That's a close one.
Yo!
What are you up to? Rushing to get in some last-minute bird riding practice? Oh, you have someone to meet. Ah, Zelda's waiting for you, is she? Perfect timing, then. You see, Zelda's father, Headmaster Gibpora, sounds like an owl name, has a pet named Mia, and she's scampered off again. Look, over there, do you see her? Headmaster is so busy working with Zelda, preparing the Headmaster is so busy working with Zelda preparing for the ceremony. I thought that maybe I should feed her, but the ceremony is just about to start, and I just put on a fresh set of clothes. And well, you see, will you help me go retrieve Mia? I'm on it.
Ooh.
Fantastic. I really appreciate you taking the time to help. As long as you give me rupees. Should be able to climb up somewhere over there. Alright. Tutorial time. What? Stump got in the way. Alright. Try it again. Good little bad thing there. There we go.
Hey!
Hey, hello. I don't care how good a jumper you think you are. You'll never reach a roof that high just by pressing A to dash. These icons mess up my reading. There should be a wooden box up there. Grab and move one with A. Then use it as a platform of sorts. Yeah, okay, got it. I gotta run on it. Hey, cat. Hi. Nice work. You have brought her back safe and sound. Sorry for troubling you with this. I know you're, busy, Ello. I suppose I should feed Mia now. Tell the headmaster that we found his pet. He should be up by the statue of the goddess. I believe Zelda's there. Zelda's there with him, so you should hurry along.
Oh.
Such an odd creature, the remlet. You may look cuddly, but at night, another story entirely. Why? You don't know what happens to remlets at night? It's frightening, really. When night falls here at Skyloft, creatures like this remlet become possessed by an evil force. The monsters that hide in caves during the day make their way out and prowl in the dark of night. That's why nobody dares to leave their home at night. Certainly not if they can avoid it. Maybe fine for youngsters like you, well trained in the way of the night. You can defend yourself. But still, be wise to keep your guard up when you're out and about after dark. Yep.
Oh.
That's a face. Morning, LL. How's life? Did you manage to even get a wink of sleep last night? Figured you might have been tossing and turning all night thinking about the big ceremony today. What am I doing? Oh, I'm just fixing this gate here. It's been squeaking lately and we can't have that on the day of the ceremony. Hey, you haven't already forgotten to say your prayer to the goddess this morning, have you? Just face the bird statue over there and say a short prayer to save your progress. As you know, these bird statues are all over Skyloft. About time you get in the habit of stopping at a statue every time you run by one. Prayer time says 9, if you know what I'm saying. I guess. You got a stamina fruit. Just run and eat it really fast. Chomp down on it. What she said. Hey, morning, LL. Linko. I'm glad to see my Loftwing got you out of bed. I was pretty sure that you'd sleep in and forget to meet me this morning. Why's she talking so slow? Look at this instrument and this outfit. They're mine to use today in the ceremony since I've been playing the role of the goddess. Aren't they beautiful? Especially this instrument. They tell me it's just like the one the goddess was said to have in the legends. It sounds gorgeous too. I asked Father about it, and he says it's called a harp. Look at these clothes. I made the wrap myself, and we get to use it in today's ceremony. Between the harp and this outfit, I'm gonna make a great goddess today. I got you up early because I wanted you to be the first one to see me like this, LL. Oh my. How do I look? Kinda demented, but... great. I think so too. But it's nice to know that you agree. Thanks, LL. Yeah. Uh,
Ah, there you are, Zelda. Are you all prepared for today's ceremony?
oh, hello, Father.
Ah, LL, here too. Outstanding. It's encouraging to see you up so early, given your capacity for sleep. No doubt today's ceremony had you too excited to close your eyes for once. If you win today's ceremonial race, you'll be able to participate with... You'll get to participate in the post-race ritual with Zelda. So give it your best out there.
Yeah, about that. Father, I don't know if you can do it. Recently, LL hasn't been practicing much at all for the ceremony. Look at Link's face. And even when he's out on his loft wing, he's just lazily gliding around, probably daydreaming. I don't know what he's thinking. He's gonna have to be in perfect control of his bird to win today.
No need to worry yourself, Zelda. Though you may have a point. Today's wing ceremony tests the skills of the rider as well as his bond to the bird. Victory will not come easily. And as you pointed out, I haven't seen him practicing as hard as some of the other students. But you've known him since you were both very little. You should know better than You should know better than to fret about him. You see, Ello and his Loftwing share a special connection. I've never seen anything quite like it. As you know, each of us in Skyloft is but one half of a pair. We're only made whole by our Loftwings, the guardian birds that the goddess bestows upon each of us as a symbol of her divine protection. When we are young, every one of us meets our Loftwing under the great statue of the goddess. It is quite a big moment, as I'm sure you recall. But the first meeting between LL and his Loftwing was extraordinary. The bird that came to him was a crimson Loftwing. It is a breed so rare that we were sure for some time that it had vanished from the line. Yes, and the boy and his bird seemed to share a profound connection from the moment they met. Do you recall when LL and that Loftwing of his first met? What a sight! The little boy just hopped on that bird and gracefully flew away without even a moment of instruction. They were meant for each other. And judging by how jealous you were that day, I'd say the friendship he shared with his bird didn't go unnoticed by you, my dear.
Uh-oh, something's wrong.
But who could blame you? I'm sure you weren't the only one envious of the powerful bond shared by LL and his bird. Anyone who is a part of something special is bound to catch some nasty looks sooner or later. Ho 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 ho.
This contest is nothing to laugh at, Father. This ceremony is part of the final test for those training to become the Knights of Skyloft. If LL doesn't fly fast enough during the race, what if he messes up his big chance? What if he's not allowed to become a knight?
Calm down, my dear. It will be fine. Honestly, it's almost as if you become a different person when you are worried about LL.
Listen, LL. You better fly your heart out today. At the very least, you need to squeeze in some practice time before the race. Come on. You'll thank me later. Here we go. Now, Just jump off the edge and call your Loftwing. Now it's time for the ceremony. Try to practice seriously for once. Huh? Oh yeah. You can't sense your bird out there? Oh, I get it. You're trying to weasel out of having to practice. Nice try, but you're not fooling me. Time to die! Okay, well, go ahead and press the down button. Call your Loftwing.
This bird sure is taking a long time to get here.
Something's wrong. Hang in there, Lil. I gotcha. But at what cost? How are you ever gonna regain my trust?
You two alright?
I'm sorry, friend. Didn't mean to push you so hard. You didn't sprain your wing, did you?
This is very odd, LL. What could have possibly happened to your Loftwing? For a bird to ignore the call of his master, it's unheard of. You still can't sense your bird, huh? It's quite a problem. Especially considering the ceremony is about to start.
Hello, when you said you couldn't sense your Loftwing, I should have believed you. I'm sorry. I need to tend to my Loftwing, so I'll catch up with you later. Better go out ahead and see if you can find where your bird is gone.
How'd it be so late?
I'll try to say that in English.
My, how did it get to be so late? If I recall correctly, this year instructor Horwell is presiding over their ceremony. You should go explain the situation to him and see if he's willing to delay the race a little bit so you can find your bird. Okay.
Ah, but father, you're the headmaster of the academy. If Linko asks the instructor, he'll probably just come and talk to you about it.
Quite true. As usual, you make an excellent point, my dear. Very well. I'll explain the situation to him myself, LL. Run along and tell the instructor to come to my headquarters. My quarters.
Okay. I get used to 3D. Ha! Oh!
Yo,
What's wrong, LL? You're looking a little pale. What? Your Loftwing is missing. How strange and troubling. Do you think you can find him? You're gonna start looking for him now? How you make it back in time to fly in the ceremony? It looks like your participation in the ceremony hinges on a feather. Hinges on feather or not. You can find that bird in time. Excuse me. I see, so the headmaster has summoned me. Alright then. I'll go speak with him immediately. I still owe you for helping me out earlier, so don't worry about the ceremony for now. Focus on finding your Loftwing. Alright, good to have important friends. Oh, you did it! A sky stag beetle. Wait up! I did it all for the rupees. Oh, $15. Hey, LL. How's it going? The wing ceremony's about to start, right? Remember when Pippet won last year? Right at the last second? It was so close. Now that was a race. Hey, your Crimson Loftwing will be in the race, right? Looking forward to seeing what it can do. Same. Hopefully. You know, Gruz, it sure was a pain with all the scratching and the pecking. Of course it was. You thought a big Crimson Loftwing like that was gonna go down without a fight? Haha. But we got him. I don't care how tough those birds are supposed to be. He's not getting out of that pen anytime soon, boys. Hello. So, yeah, just how long were you standing there? What's your problem anyway? Oh wait, I get it. You're here to talk about today's race. I could see it in those dopey eyes of yours. You're pleading, Garus, can you please find in your heart to let me win? Please? You're just desperate to win so you can get some alone time with Zelda. Up on the statue of the goddess at the end of the ceremony. Well, I was just hanging out with her a second ago. Oh, sorry, pal. Bruce doesn't do charity for wimps. My advice is work hard and wish with all your heart. He might even come in second. Dude, you got demented eyes, man. Come to think of it, how come I don't see your bird? Where is that scruffy pile of red feathers? Can't imagine what could have happened to him. Don't you think his tiny brain got confused by the clouds and got lost? Nice hair. You lay off my dew right now or I'll flatten you. Everyone knows I have the sickest pompadour in town. Slickest and sickest. You know, we're all getting tired of how you never let anyone forget you and Zelda go way back. You've been friends since you were a kid. Big deal. Doesn't change the fact that you float through life without... It doesn't change the fact that you float through life with your head in the clouds. Would you wake up, straighten up, and grow a backbone already? Dopes like you are dragging our honored academy through the mud. And just who might you be talking about, Gruz? Zelda, Ooh, fingers right back in his face. Don't even try it, Gruz. You're picking on LL again, aren't you? He's a student at the academy, just like all of us.
No.
Why do you insist on bullying him around so much? Yeah, I suppose. Suppose? Suppose what? I suppose you, forget it. I wasn't supposing anything, alright? Checking out that chicken up there. I was going crazy. Nope, just settling in. Alright, we're out of here, boys. Later, LL. Hope you can find your bird.
or else you're gonna have to sit out today's race. That could be a major setback towards knighthood. To find that bird, or get real used to the taste of failure. It's your special flavor. Go-offs. I hate to say it, but I'm beginning to suspect those blockheads had something to do with your Loftwing's disappearance. Those guys aren't gonna help you find your bird, so we better start searching. I'll fly around and see if I can find any trace of the bird. Father said that he talked to the instructor about delaying the start of the ceremony, so don't worry. We'll find your bird in time. All right. Bot save. Like an invisible wall there.
Hey!
Hey, hello. Over here. I have some information about your Loftwing. Come over here.
Yeah?
Hey, hello. I was just looking for you. I heard your Loftwing had gone missing, so I thought I'd join in the search. Get this. When I asked Fledge what he knew, he started acting weird.
Oh, really, Fletch? I thought we were friends.
Carried your barrel, man. I'm sorry, LL. I really wanted to tell you, but if Groose found out I told you... It sounds like Groose forced him to keep quiet about it. Go on. Tell him the truth. Just a while ago, I was cleaning out the dining hall. Groose and his buddies came in. They didn't notice I was there and started talking about their plan to hide your Loftwing. I wanted to warn you, but as I tried to sneak away, they grabbed me. They said that they told me they made sure I wouldn't be able to ride a bird ever again. Hey, come on. That's Egg shaking my camera. Sounds like Groose and his buddies had a plan to capture a bird and hide it near a waterfall. Well, near a waterfall would mean... Oh, let's look at your map. That's it. Right here. I'll mark it with an X.
Ah.
Press plus at any moment to read your map. Plus, good to know. Forgive me, LL. Sorry for being such a coward. I'm really sorry. Cool. There's dangerous things out in the waterfall. You'll need to carry a sword. I think I saw the Knight Commander go into the sparring hall a while ago. You should go ask him if you could borrow one. Alright, right here. I usually have hour-long episodes, but we're just gonna go until this whole opening is over.
Oh.
Hey, it's LL. Do you want to get some sword practice? Even though today is the wing ceremony, I'm impressed. Sword's in the back room. Go on back there and get it. I'll be here for a while, so if there's anything you don't understand about handling a sword, go ahead and ask. A treasure. Our first treasure. A practice sword. Basic sword used by knights in training. The blade still has a sharp edge. Okay. Come on. There we go. Right, LL. You really are a strong swordsman. Easy to teach, too. You make this instructor proud. You're ready to try the spin attack. Hit them all at once without moving from that spot. Good one. It sure looked like it felt good. So, why don't you try a fatal blow? Close out our session. Alright, when your enemy is down, target with Z and swing the remote and the nunchuck at the same time. The side slash on that log. When it's down, finish it off. That's the way. Fatal Blow is also an effective move to use right after you've used your shield or well-placed spin attack. But monsters don't stay down for long. Good to do it quickly. Alright, anyway, I gotta go.
Hey!
LL. You can't take that sword. It belongs here at the sparring hall. What do you think you're doing trying to sneak out with that? What? Your loft wing is missing. You want to go look for it? Well, I guess I can make an exception just this once, but remember that Skyloft is a peaceful place. Only knights carry swords. I don't want to see you swinging it around like crazy out there. I don't want to get into a ton of trouble over this. But here's the deal. Alright, we already did the practice. Alright, we got a sword. Head to the waterfall. There, the Sheikah Stone. Hey friend, walk on over here and say hello. Oh, I have to? How do you do? I'm what you call a Sheikah Stone. Glad to meet you. Glad to meet you. Alright, so if you ever need a plot update, you go to this guy. Alright, let's head to the cave. I'm on reset. No. Didn't. Look at this thing. Who knows how long this statue has been here? It only has one eye, poor thing. You probably know this, but you could press C to look around. Oh, it's so weird you can do full POV. Alright, so we have our key. I think they make a gate, but nope. Bird sense. Get out of my way. You found $1. Took a whole heart. $20. Monster Claw. Ooh, stuff. Nice. Another $20. Getting rich. Jerk. I want the $5. Wonder how big my wallet is. Is this 99? Oh, bigger than that. Wow, you can spin around in that hole. I got money, y'all. Hello. What's the point of having the gate in front if everyone has a loft wing and just fly around to this side? I was hoping I'd find you here. I heard you gone searching for your bird around the waterfall. I thought I'd fly around and help you look. How's the search going? Any sign of your loft wing? Oh no. What do you mean, oh no? I sensed him. Well, let's not lose hope yet. There's a place up ahead that Groose and his gang are always hanging around. Might find something there. Huh? What? What? Who's that? Who's calling for me? Oh, sorry, LL. I got distracted for a moment. Let's go. Sure. You coming? Yes. Look! There he is! No doubt about it, there's your loft wing. That's so cool. They boarded him up in there. Can you do something to get all those planks out of the way? Yeah. My buddy. I don't know if he has an official name, but we're gonna call him Bean. Bean Boy. Gotta stretch the wings out. You should hurry, LL. Now that your loft wing is free, you should fly to the ceremony. But before you go, I have to ask you something. I heard this voice a few moments ago. Did you hear it too? It's happening a lot lately. The strangest feeling. It's almost like someone is calling out to me. Have you ever wondered what's beneath the clouds? Some say that it's an empty, barren place. Even that there's nothing at all down there. I have this feeling that they're wrong. Some of Father's old texts talk about a place called the Surface. The old tales describe a whole world under there, far more vast than Skyloft. Thing is, no one's ever been down there, and our loft wings won't fly through the cloud barrier. But I can't help imagining the wild things that might be waiting below. Someday, I want to see it for myself. That'll never happen. Sorry, LL. We don't have time to talk. Let's get going. Look, your bird's waiting for you. Leap off the edge and press down. Don't worry about falling. The bird will catch you for sure this time. Uh-huh. Do it. Let's run your birds with the basics. Mm-hmm. Tutorial time. Read it if you want to. That's a huge relief. Don't know about you, but your Loftwing looks like he's flying great. Father and the others are probably worried about your bird, so let's give them the good news. Let's do it. Your Loftwing is really amazing. Especially considered everything the poor guy has been through this morning. His name is Bean. I'm gonna fly back and tell Father what happened.
No!
Well, well. Well, well, if it's an LL. That rhymes. Word around plazas you found your dumb bird. Well, that's just great. Because you and your dumb bird can't tell time. And all the pre-race warm-ups me and the guys did were for nothing. Now I'm all stiff. I've been waiting forever for the race to start. And they delay it for you? I don't get it. Big Flake gets special treatment? You're almost a man. And yet you still can't seem to go anywhere without Zelda. I bet you can't even decide what to have for lunch on your own, huh? Don't think we haven't noticed that smug look. Ooh, Zelda and I are best friends. We go everywhere together. You think you're pretty suave, don't you? Well, don't you? It's been going on forever about how he's gonna be the one with Zelda. Okay, let's read it in English. Groots has been going on forever about how he's gonna be the one to be with Zelda. He's really got his pompadour in a ruffle about her. Durr. Hate to break it to you. Today's the day. Bust up that adorable little fantasy land you're living in. Zelda's playing the role of the goddess at today's ceremony. And I'm gonna be the one to claim that sailcloth. And I heard she made it herself, man. No way was I gonna let some scrawny little clown like you snatch the prize from me. Oh yeah, that sailcloth. Zelda's sailcloth will be mine. Duh. Oh man. I bet she was thinking about me when she was stitching it. Yep. I can see it now. First I went the big race, and then we finished the ceremony together on the statue. Just the two of us. It'll be our special moment alone. Nobody's stopping me and Zelda from having our special moment. Oh, it's so real. I can see it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Gruce. Gruce, behind you. Right now, behind you. What? Get the two of you see I'm in the middle of. Ah. Here to explain just what you meant by our special moment alone. Nothing big really, it's just. Hello, yeah, I was just telling my buddy here how glad I was that he found that red bird of his. Boy, I'm looking forward to a fair race. Anyhow, later, Zelda. Look for me during the race. I'll be the one pulling off all the dangerous moves. Hey, wait up! You hear that guy? A fair race? Yeah, just the chances of that happening are just about less than 0. Either way, don't let those fools get you down. Just be out there ready to fly the best you can. You know you got these guys beat. Deep down, I think you can do it too. Deep down, I think you do too. Us? Alone? Come on. Up. Dude. Up. That's the spirit. That's me. You can win this.
Hey!
Ceremony will now begin. Participants, please assemble. Looks like it's race time. Good luck, LL.
Hey!
Your attention, please. At last, we are ready to begin the ceremony. I was beginning to worry we'd have to proceed without LL. Speaking of birds, my chicken cam just went out. It's back. Alright. But luckily, that is no longer a concern. I'm glad you could make it. Before we start, I'll explain the rules. I've attached a small statuette to this bird, who I will then release to the skies. On my signal, press A to dash. Dive off the ledge. Once you're in the air, mount your locked wing. Follow your bird promptly. Whoever catches the bird and claims the statue with A will be this year's champion. Those are the rules. Simple enough, I should think. Do you need to hear them again? Nope. Excellent. As you know, today's champion will graduate to the next class, bringing him one step closer to knighthood. You also receive a gift from the young woman chosen to play the role of the goddess in this year's ritual. Today is a special day for many reasons, but this is also the 25th anniversary of our fine institution. To celebrate today's occasion, the champion shall also receive his gift high atop the statue of the goddess. I hear the young woman performing the role of the goddess this year has crafted the gift herself. And as you all know, the role of the goddess this year will be performed by the lovely Zelda. My chicken cam. I need some water. Hold on. Hold on, I'm trying to fix the camera real quick. The cat cam. Alright, let's see your finest flying out there. Show me just how hard you've been practicing. I want to see good, clean flying. Anyone caught interfering with other riders will answer to me. It goes double for you, Groose. Hold on.
That goes double for you, Groose.
Hey!
Alright, gentlemen, line up. At my command, the competition will begin.
Hey!
Go. Do it. Oh, I got catch it. Hey, don't you know it's my day to get all the glory? Oh. You heard him. Let's see how you fly with egg on your face. Oh, alright, so I gotta do it again. Annoying. Dude, you got some good aim, man. You got the bird statue. Proves your victory today. Wait till Zelda sees this. LL. I did that all with a sword too. Jeez. Don't worry, I'm fine. Great flying, LL. Congratulations. Now we better get on with the ceremony. Dude, I think she's into you. LL, hand me that bird statuette you grabbed in the race. I must offer it to the goddess.
Alright.
Where'd you put it? Great goddess, guiding light and protector of our people, grant us your blessings and mercy as I act in your stead during the ceremony. Valiant youth who grasped the victory in the celebration of the bird folk, in accordance with the old ways, I now bestow the blessings of the goddess upon you. The blessings of the goddess drift down from the heavens aloft a sail, which I now pass on to you. You got the sailcloth. I can jump off from any height without fear of a painful landing. It smells nice too. Hello. Quit goofing. It's supposed to be a sacred ritual, remember? You know, they say the goddess gave the sailcloth to her chosen hero long ago. Of course, the one you're holding isn't the same one. I've been working hard to finish making it in time to give to today's champion. I'm really glad I got to give it to you, El Linko. Make sure you take good care of it, okay? Thanks for making it up here to do this with me today, like you promised. Now, to really finish up this ritual, you know what happens next, right? Uh-oh. Just what are you thinking? Don't be silly. It's your big moment, LL. Hey. You have to jump off the statue. Look down. See the big round design at the courtyard below? You need to drop down right in the center of it. Press B to open up your sailcloth. How brave are you? If you're really fearless, you would wait until the last second to use your sailcloth, so... Ready to jump? That count? That's perfect. You're amazing, LL. You know, seeing as you won today, and with the weather being so nice, you think maybe you'd like to, you know, go fly around the clouds together? Yeah? LL, hey, LL! Today was amazing. Watching you win, performing the ritual and us performing the ritual together. I'll always remember this. It really was wonderful. You know, LL, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. What is that? What's going on? Hello?
LL. I'm waiting for you. Time has come for you to awaken. You're vital to a mission of great importance. LL.
Ah, you're awake.
Oh.
When your loved one carried you back, you were limp and unconscious. I feared the worst. Fortunately, Fortunately, you don't appear to have any serious injuries. That much we can be grateful. But LL, where's Zelda? She was with you, was she not? What's happened to my daughter? Black tornado, you say? It was no ordinary storm.
First mic tap of the game series.
You must not push yourself. You're still recovering. Tell me. When you saw Zelda today, did anything about her seem off? See, she was talking about the surface then. And you've been having dreams about a great mission. How interesting. I'm sorry. I was just lost in thought for a moment. All very strange. I doubt there's much of a connection between these things. I'm concerned for Zelda, but so long as she's with her Loftwing, I'm sure she'll be fine. Either way, daybreak has yet to arrive. It'd be very difficult to spot one girl and her bird in the dark of night. It'd also be very dangerous. Rest now, LL. Zelda's going to be fine. She's out there alive. I know it.
Oh yeah. Cats go crazy at night. Piss off. See the treasure, but you can get that anytime. Let's just continue on. Jelly Blob.
Let's not fall off the edge. Ah, we're back here.
The one chosen by my creator. I've been waiting for you. You will play a role in a great destiny. According to your special customs, it should provide you with my personal designation. E, or Phi. E is the name I was given. I was created for a single purpose, long before the recorded memory of your keeping. I must aid you fulfilling the great destiny that is your burden to carry. I'm LL. You must take up the sword. As the one chosen by my creator is your destiny. Strange dreams troubling your sleep. My sudden appearance. Uncertainty surrounding the fate of the one you hold dear. Under the circumstances, it's only logical that you would exhibit some apprehension. To minimize your uncertainty, allow me to share some information. My projections indicate that this information has a high probability of altering your current emotional state. The one you seek, Honorable Zelda, is still alive. And this spirit maiden, the one you call Zelda, another chosen one fated to be part of the same great mission. Therefore, should you wish to meet with your friend, I highly recommend that you take up this sword before you set out to search for her. Does that information invigorate you? Are you ready to accept this sword? Seems further persuasive measures will not be required. In the name of my creator, draw the sword and raise it skyward.
Come on. There it is. You got the goddess sword. This mysterious sword is bathed in divine light. Throw away that garbage sword you have on.
Recognition complete, Master. Well, my master.
Hello.
Oh.
I had my suspicions, but until now I wasn't sure. Yet here we are in the chamber of the sword. The very place where it would be, where it was for, the very place where it was foretold the youth of legend would one day appear. It said that this place was left to our people by the goddess herself. The very knowledge of this room's existence is a secret passed down to a select few each generation, along with a handful of words. When the light of the gods, the sword shines bright, the great apocalypse will wake from its long slumber. Not fear, for it is then that a youth guided by my hand shall reveal himself in the place most sacred. There, days ago, the sword that I kept secret all these years ago, it began to give off a faint, otherworldly light. At first I was sure I was seeing things. Here, alone with this sword, there's simply no other explanation. I never dreamed the prophecy of legend would come to pass in my lifetime. The words I've sworn to keep secret are coming true before my very eyes. The youth will be guided by one born of the blade, one who is also youthful in likeness, yet wise with knowledge immeasurable.
Ah, yes. The oral tradition. One of the least reliable methods of information retention and transmission. It appears that critical sections of the past have been lost over the generations. The youth who draws forth the guiding sword shall be known as the goddess's chosen hero. It is he who possesses an unbreakable spirit. He shall be burdened with the task of abolishing the shadow of the apocalypse from this land. Such is his destiny. The spirit of the blade at his side, he shall soar over the clouds and plummet below. And united with the spirit maiden, shall bring forth a piercing light that resurrects the land.
Some of Father's old text talks about the place called the Surface. The old tales describe a whole world far below, far more vast than Skyloft.
Master, you must embark on a great journey beneath the clouds, the vast realm of the surface. And only through this journey you can fulfill the mission set for you by my creator. Guys, it is also the only method available for you to reunite with the Spirit Maiden, Honorable Zelda.
It's no easy task, LL. The world below is a forsaken place, and to reach it you must pierce the cloud barrier. In living memory, no one has ever done this.
Tablet will illuminate a path throughout the clouds to land below. Take it, and place it within the altar behind me.
Emerald Tablet.
Master, first thing you must do is hit the crests sitting in this room with a skyward strike. Last formed of pure energy are charged within your blade when you lift it skyward. Alright, charge your sword.
Quite a number of inexplicable things seem to be happening here. What might happen if you do as that strange being asks?
Master Ello, it is done. So now, a cloud barrier created by the goddess has separated the world you know from the one below. Tablet you placed in the altar has opened up a small rift in the barrier. It used it to travel through the clouds to the realm below. I've recognized you as my master. It is my duty to follow you wherever you may go. I will reside in your sword and accompany you in your travels. Press the down button to summon me.
Oh.
Well, listen a moment. The nature of the great apocalypse mentioned in the old text is a complete mystery to me. Whatever it turns out to be, it seems that both you and Zelda have big roles to play in the destiny of this land. Think, what this fee-fi ho says is true. Zelda's alive. Alive and in no doubt coming to terms with whatever it is the goddess has in store for her. Could you heed the call of destiny? I don't know what dangers you may have to face, LL, especially down there. You decided to brave the unknown. Please find my daughter. Bring her back to me. What we've seen here defies explanation. This is only the start of your journey. Please see it through. Prove the legend's true. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I said in his voice.
You do your people proud, LL. Dawn is drawing near. Been a long night for both of us, hasn't it? You have a great journey before you, LL, and those clothes. They don't look up to the task. The uniform you were to receive for winning the race should be ready by now. A dirty uniform like that will prove much more suitable for a long journey. Better change before you go.
Save it. You watch me get dressed?
The green uniform is what our knights will be wearing this year. To be honest, I've had my doubts about the color. But oddly enough, seeing you wear this uniform, I can't imagine a more fitting color for you. It's as though you were born to wear it.
Nice.
Take care on your journey. Be sure to stop by some of the shops at the bazaar here in town to equip yourself properly. The travel's ahead. I'll return to my quarters and see if I can glean more useful information from the ancient texts. I will stop by. You and Zelda shall be on my prayers. May the goddess guide you both.
All right. That commander's concerned for you? Stop by the sparring hall and speak with him. Counting on you. $5 more. let's head outside.
Hey.
Hello. The green uniform looks so adventurous. Sure look like a knight now. The headmaster said you're heading out to look for Zelda. Really something else. I can never imagine myself doing what you're about to do. There's a lot of work in the making this, so you should take it with you. Oh, nice. It's an adventurer's pouch. It's for adventures. Neat because you can fit 4 things in there. You can buy all sorts of things at the bazaar. So go take a look. You can buy some potions and a shield. Alright, dude. Don't backseat. I just know you'll find Zelda for us. Oh, thanks, dude. Make sure you come back and see me. Alright, dude. It's getting a little weird.
Hey.
Saw the news. Out of all of us, how come only you got promoted to senior class? Talk about stupid calls. Top of that, Cruz won't come out of his room, and Zelda's missing. It's all your fault. Way to go there, buddy. Some senior class guy you are. Alright.
Master, an update regarding the stone tablet and the resulting column of light. To the south, and signs indicate that it has created an opening to the cloud barrier to the land below. Only having a sword will result in decreased probability of survival. I advise you to purchase a shield and potions at the bazaar. The subject. Your customs and controls can freely modify your on-screen interface. Not good.
No more money. Alright, let's gear up. Call an episode. Been a long one, but we had to get through the beginning of this game. What's this? What's this? What is it that my eyes behold? Young man, what calamitous visions appear before me? You must choose not to believe. You may choose not to believe me, but my eyes foresee a hazardous, thorny road ahead for you. I can see what will befall you. I'm a fortune teller. My piercing eyes. Trust my piercing eyes. Listen to my pure and innocent voice. I will do you no harm. Gaze deeply into my eyes and come closer. No. A wooden shield. You can break it if it takes too much abuse. It can burn easily. $50. Okay. Hold minus for that. Hey, you there. Yes, you. The adorable boy with the golden hair. Welcome to the potion shop. You can drink our potions when you're injured to fill up on hearts. Hey, you're one of those knights. Or one in training, at least. I could take one look at you and tell that you need my potions. By the cauldron full. Alright, don't try to slink away without stocking up. Oh dear. Forgot to ask if you have an empty bottle on you. So you know, I can't sell you a potion if you don't have an empty bottle. For some reason I like you. I'll give you a spare empty bottle. I've been keeping it here in the stall. Ah, it's nothing. It's my little gift. Well, thank you. Could put something in it. Alright. I'll drop stuff off the item check. Go to rupees, no. Alright, well, let's get our regular health potion. Thank you, sweetie. If you want to power it up, go see my husband at the end of the counter. He can mix up something for you. Yeah, if you bring him bugs, he'll make your potion stronger.
Oh yeah.
Hey, welcome to the scrap shop. You can upgrade stuff you find. I can use the stuff you find to upgrade your gear. I can fix your shield. I need 2 amber relics. Hold on now. You change your mind? Ah. Come see me whenever you change your mind back, little buddy. Alright. I think we're ready to jump down into the surface, but we're gonna do that next time. There's the green beacon right there. I can't exactly summon Beetle just yet. Alright. Save. A long intro, a long first episode, but now the game begins. There we go.
Master, column of light is visible from here. Dive off a ledge and call your loft from here. We can see the dive off the loft from here. We can see the column of light. After you set out on your search for Zelda.
You told me to call a Loftwing like 20 times. Alright. We will do that next time. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this first episode. I know it was a long one, but hey, we got through the tutorial and the intro. So next time we're gonna dive right into the game. Literally. So, until then, can you do me a favor? Can you hit that like button, please? Can you subscribe if you haven't yet? And can you check out my website, llill.com? I do pet portraits, fan art, custom framing, and more. Alright, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope to see you next time, and then we'll finally start the game. See you then.